To talk about Bryan Johnson, the guy who thinks he can stop death.
Oh yeah, the guy who's like really working very hard. Is he a millionaire? He's got to be rich enough to
he's a venture capitalist, I think.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and so for those who don't know who he is, a 46-year-old wealthy man. I think he's a venture capitalist, and he does all this different stuff. He does all this different stuff to try and basically cheat death. He calls himself a biohacker,
right?
And he thinks that he can do certain things, which means he's going to live for a huge amount of time. So
who wants to live forever?
Exactly. The meaning of life is removed if you could live forever. I mean, there's no value to any of it.
Well, exactly. And if you spend all of your waking hours trying to cheat death, have you really lived, baby?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think he is living.
That's what I shout at runners.
Yeah. Well, you're too tired to go, too unfit to shout too much. Yeah. So what he does is he, among other things, he swaps blood with other relatives, gobbles down 80 vitamins and minerals a day, eats 70 pounds exactly of pureed vegetables a month.
That doesn't seem like a lot, or does it seem like a lot? I don't know.
That's the kind of more reasonable stuff he does. I mean, he also wears
eating baby food and getting hepatitis off a relative.
He wears a small device on his penis to monitor his erections in the night.
Yeah, and he does that because he's trying to. That's like an addendum to what he's actually doing. He is, I think, hitting his penis with some kind of like vibration, like echoes, like big loud sounds.
Is it a constant vibration with the palm of one of his hands?
Yes, yeah. It's ACDC.
Because most people do that every night.
Most people do that. I've said it before. If I get prostate cancer, I'll be fucking annoyed.
Why? Because you milk a lot.
I get it moving.
I don't think it's just down to that.
No,
that's not medical advice.
No, but I have heard that it helps.
Yeah. Who have you heard that from?
The man in the mirror that I'm firing strings at.
Oh
dear.
But anyway, Bryan Johnson's regime costs him $2 million a year.
I'm going to live forever, I shout.
He's obviously a very wealthy man. The one thing I would say about him, and I think he's putting himself out here to be judged, so I don't feel bad about judging him. He looks horrific.
Yeah,
he looks absolutely horrific.
He looks like that drawn kind of Martin Short kind of face. He's got that kind of I'm going to live forever, looking like that.
So what he's learned, I mean, and we are going to. You would be unsurprised to know we're going to focus on the penis.
Right.
His baseline measurements for his nocturnal erections at the age of 46 is he gets an erection for 2 hours 12 minutes a night on average.
That's mad, that, isn't it? You think that if you could maintain that throughout the night, you'd burn more calories.
And the 18-year-old average apparently is 3 hours 30 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
And he also gives himself
a 3.5 hour erection.
There's nothing. No, but I think it's just a total amount of time that he's been erecting that time. Like there's obviously it doesn't get any weirder than that. It's not like he's got an erection hardness score or anything like that, or an erectile function index.
Yeah.
So he rates his own erectile function at 100% at the moment.
I'm imagining his little dirty little sliver screens, just like having, like venture capitalists would have loads of screens with the NASDAQ and all of the stocks and shares. And stuff. You think that like
a lot of data.
Yeah, a lot of data. He's probably like sat there with an erection, just sort of.
So
looking at that.
What Bryan also does is he measures his erection hardness score, his EHS,
right?
A self-scored measure approved by the American Urological Association, which helps patients measure erectile stiffness.
Right.
Now, the reason I believe, I'm going a bit off-piste here, but the reason I believe this is important is because this can be a very good indicator of heart health.
Okay.
So if you stop getting erections regularly, that can be an addiction, an indication of a wider thing.
Yeah.
He scored himself 4 out of 4 on erection hardness.
Okay, right.
So erectile stiffness, he's given himself a 4, and he's also given himself a perfect score of 25 on the International Index of Erectile Function.
Is this just a big Tinder player?
I think
a really expensive Tinder player.
I think he made millions of dollars off an online payment platform.
Right.
Which he sold, I think, for about $800 million or so. So he's got a lot of money.
Right.
He does a blood plasma exchange with his son, who looks every bit as odd as him, I'll be honest.
How is that allowed? How are you allowed to do that with your son?
Just a normal family photo, Pete.
Just
of them all in vests.
So they're all in vests, white vests, and the dad, the child's granddad, has sort of got his like a really weird intergenerational sort of boy band. The granddad's got like his arms round the front of the guy's.
Yeah. I just think, what chance has the kid got? I feel sorry for the kids.
No, yeah, exactly. He doesn't mind. He's plasmaless.
In his strict diet, he takes on board exactly 1,977 calories a day. He has, during his regime, taken more than 33,000 photos of the inside of his bowels. And he has a team of 30 doctors.
He's guaranteed to get like bowel cancer or something, isn't he? Like, he's obsessed with the inside of his bowel. He's going to get... It's going to be like the runner who... the Segway guy who fell off the cliff on a Segway.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be like that, isn't it, really? And the thing with him is that, like, he's spending all his time, monitoring his health to live forever. But it is. He's just... I just don't think he's having a very nice time.
What did someone once say? The trees can't grow without the sun in their eyes, Peter. Well, and we can't live if we're too afraid to die.
I'm fairly certain that I saw a clip of that guy going around his unlovable mansion, and he's in the fridge and he's going, "Yeah, I've got alcohol. I've got alcohol in the house. I've got wine in the house. If anybody wants to pop round, I'll give them wine. But I'm very much teetotal because it's just a waste of calories.
Yeah,
she's big at the calorie game."
Well, I can understand that would be a very, he has to have 1,977 calories exactly a day.
Yeah.
The problem is, he's not living any sort of life, is he?
No.
Best case scenario, he probably will add a few years on to the end of his life, right?
Yes,
I think he probably will.
Yeah.
He lives healthfully. What he's doing is he increasing the chances of living longer, which basically is what he's all about.
But if you're obsessed about it, you're just constantly watching every fingernail.
Yeah, what life is it? What life is it?
Yeah.
Is he getting the same enjoyment out of life that I'm getting when I smash a whole packet of Jaffa Cakes in front of the telly like I did last night?